Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Lucy and today we're going to be talking all about the TOCCA fragrance range. So TOCCA is a fragrance brand that I've been super inspired by recently. In my most recent perfume video, which was the spring summer popular scents at Sephora, I mentioned Florence, which is one of their most popular fragrances. And that just kind of got me interested and inspired in the brand. So I picked up this little fragrance discovery kit from TOCCA, which I thought is so cute. I was literally so excited when I saw this. I saw this on the Sephora app and immediately bought it. And this discovery set has 8 total fragrances in here. So we have Florence, Stella, Giulietta, Maya, Gia, Simone, Colette, and Cleopatra. I think I'm just gonna go in order and describe each scent and let you guys know kind of at the end which ones are my favorite and which ones you can do without. So starting off with Florence, which I know I've already talked about, I do want to still get into the notes and my opinion of this fragrance. To me, this is a very creamy pear gardenia scent. I think it's so beautiful and it's like the perfect green springtime fragrance to me. TOCCA Florence was released in 2006, so I believe this was one of the first that they released in 2006. I believe that's when they started launching their fragrances. It's described as a floral green perfume, which is exactly how I smell it. The top notes are pear, apple, bergamot, and grapefruit leaf. It's a really nice creamy pear. The middle notes are gardenia, tuberose, jasmine, violet leaf, and iris. I love fragrances that have violet in them. To me, it's just the most delicate, beautiful, feminine scent. And the base of this one is musk and white woods. So it does have a little bit of an earthy, woody base, which I always love in my perfumes. So for me, it's mainly a pear and gardenia green fragrance. I imagine a very free-spirited, bohemian kind of girl to wear this, especially in the spring. I also will say, I've worn this one and I can confirm it has a good lasting power. I don't think it's anything extraordinary, but I really like Florence. I think it's a great option if you're looking for something with those green notes. Okay, let's move on to Stella. Stella is the orange colored perfume from this range. Let's get a little spray of this to remind me what it smells like. Okay, so right off the bat, this to me smells like those little ice creams, those little orange cream ice creams that are half orange and half vanilla cream. And that was my favorite treat growing up. I love those. So to me, that's exactly what this smells like. Oh, Stella TOCCA was also released in 2006, so it's one of those original ones. It is described as a floral woody musk. I would actually disagree with that. To me, it's a citrusy floral, fruity floral. I don't normally like fruity florals, but I really like this one, and I think this is a really pretty, really pretty, flirty summer scent. So the top notes are blood orange, bitter orange, and watery notes. I love blood orange. I think that's why I like this, because I don't normally like orange scented things. Like, for example, the last orange perfume I reviewed was Atelier Cologne Clementine California, and that one, I think it's a great fragrance, but I probably would never wear it just because I'm not the biggest fan of orange smelling things. While I do recommend it for people who do like orange smelling things, I personally probably wouldn't wear this one. Whereas this one I can totally see myself wearing because it has that blood orange smell instead of a standard orange. The middle notes are lily, freesia, and wild orchid. Orchid is a beautiful floral scent, and it's something that's very unique and feminine. And the base is sandalwood and musk, and I definitely get the sandalwood. I love fragrances that have sandalwood in the base. It's just very feminine and pretty, and it's one of those woody scents that everyone likes. To me, it really just smells like those orange sherbet ice creams. I think it's the best orange scent I've come across. I would say the main notes that stick out to me are the blood orange and the sandalwood. Next one we have is Julieta. By the way, I'm pretty sure that the creator of this perfume line, I could be wrong, but at Sephora they told me that the creator named all of these perfumes after a member in their family or a close family friend or something like that. So I like thinking about all the different girls that inspired these perfumes in this family. How cool would it be to have a fragrance that was inspired by you? I want one. Or I just want to create my own perfume. Julieta, let's see. It's a super, super fresh scent, but it's still sweet. It is floral and fruity, and to me, very fresh. So personally, I really, really like this scent, and I don't even normally like fruity florals. It has a green apple note in here that I'm just obsessed with. Similar to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, anything that has green apple in it is like mouth-watering to me, and that's what I want to smell like in the summer. It kind of reminds me of Light Blue, but like a sweeter, softer version. The top notes of this fragrance are Granny Smith apple, ylang ylang, and pink tulip. Love it. The middle notes are lilac, lily of the valley, iris, rose, and orchid. And I think they chose like the prettiest combination of florals because I love the scent of lilacs and I love the scent of orchids. And you can definitely get the lilac and the orchid in here. It's honestly gorgeous, you guys. And the base of this fragrance is musk, heliotrope, amber, sandalwood, and Virginian cedar. So I love perfumes that have amber in the base because they warm the scent up, and I think it's really interesting for like a fresh fruity floral to have an amber base. I think that's perfect for the summer because while it is fresh, it still does have a little bit of that warmth to it. I would love to wear this in the summer. The only thing is based off how light and delicate this is, I don't know what the lasting power would be, so I'll have to try it out and get back to you guys. Next up, we have Maya. Now, Maya is probably the perfume I was most excited to try, just based off the notes, and I was not wrong. I definitely love this scent. Maya by TOCCA is described as a chypre floral, which means a mossy floral, which I think is super unique, and I actually really love the mossy notes in here. It's a stronger fruity floral, but it's one that I really, really appreciate. It has blackcurrant in here, which is one of my favorite fruity notes in fragrances. So the top notes are blackcurrant and violet leaf, which I love violets and I love blackcurrant. The middle notes are iris flower, jasmine, and damask rose. So we have all florals in here. You can't go wrong with a good jasmine note. The iris in here makes it a little bit powdery, which I do always love a little bit of powderiness. I think it's very feminine. And then the base is patchouli, sandalwood, and oak moss. I definitely get the sandalwood in the base and as well as that mossy finish. I love blackcurrant in a fragrance like this because it is that deeper berry, and so I think it provides a little bit more sexiness and mysteriousness rather than just your typical fruity floral. I think it's a very floral and sweet, delicious perfume, but I love that it has that mossy note because it makes it really earthy. I would definitely wear this in both the spring and the summer, and overall this is one that I pretty much knew I would love when I saw the notes, and I wasn't wrong. I think this might be one of my favorites. And by the way, Maya TOCCA was created in 2018, so this is one of TOCCA's more recent fragrances. Okay, the next scent we're gonna go over is Gia. It came out in 2019 and it has a really pretty red packaging that looks kind of like the Maya packaging, and that it has an ombre gradient look to the bottle. So Gia is described as an amber floral, so to me that means warm floral. I would say it's a bit warm, but to me it's just a really, really strong, sweet rose scent. I definitely do get the warmth of the amber in there though. The top notes are tangerine and pink pepper, which I do love pink pepper in my fragrances just because I think it adds a really nice spice that's still sweet. The middle note is Turkish rose, which to me is the main note I get from this perfume. I will say though, the top tangerine note really does stick out to me as well. It kind of provides this like tanginess and this freshness that honestly I don't think I love combined with the rose, if that makes sense. I love rose scents, but I like ones that are more like rose oriental or like a watery rose. I don't really like a fresh citrusy rose, if that makes sense. The base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. I guess I get a little bit of vanilla, not too much though. It is a warm, rosy, citrusy scent. It's very, very heavy on that Turkish rose, and it's a very, very sweet in-your-face rose. So if you're somebody who's into very sweet rose-smelling fragrances, I think you would like this. It really does have a lot of the tangerine in the opening, and I think that's what's personally throwing me off, just because I don't usually like super citrusy orange orange smelling things. I like it, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite ones that I have smelled from this range. That's just my personal take on it though. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is Simone, and Simone was released in 2014. I like Simone a lot. This is a very fresh and aquatic scent to me. It's very floral and fruity, but again, it's one of those fruity florals that I actually really like. And let me tell you why. I can explain this. So I'm starting to see a pattern with my nose. I like things that have apple and lemon in them. So the top notes are watermelon, apple, and lemon. That's what the top notes are in Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It's mouth-watering to me. It's so fresh. I love watermelon, the scent of watermelon too. It kind of reminds me of watermelon Jolly Ranchers. The middle notes are freesia, frangipani, rose, and ylang ylang, which I love the scent of frangipani, which I discovered from one of my favorite scents right now. This is Sun-Kissed Hibiscus. I've been wearing this so much lately. I love the tropical frangipani note in here. And then the base is musk, woody notes, and amber. I do get that amber warmth from this one. I would say it's more summer than it is spring. It's very fresh, very aquatic. I think this would be great for any day that you're going to be near the water, if you're going to be by the lake, if you're going to a tropical destination, if you're going to be having a pool day, a beach day. This is one that I want in my collection. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, I just had to switch out my battery and SD card because my camera was acting up, but we are back and it is time to talk about Colette. Now, Colette is probably the one I was most excited to try other than Maya, based off of the notes, and also I watched a review of this perfume and it really got me excited to try it for some reason. It's described as an amber floral. To me, it's both a fresh and spicy scent, and this is probably one of the most unique scents from the range. Definitely great for spring and summer, but this is one that I would even wear in the fall and winter as well. And I think that's just because there's a little bit of spice and depth and warmth to it that the other ones just don't have. Right off the bat, this kind of brings me back and reminds me of the Origins ginger perfume, which working at Origins was actually my very first job. I was 17 when I started working there, and it's just a skincare brand under Estee Lauder. And they had this ginger perfume that smells really, really similar to this. At the time that I worked at Origins, I also used to wear Chanel Allure, which is a very spicy, ambery scent. So I think that's why this reminds me of working at Origins. The top notes are lemon, bergamot, juniper berries, and mandarin orange. To be honest, I don't really get any of those notes from this. I guess maybe a little bit of the lemon, and that's where the freshness comes in. A little bit of the lemon and the bergamot. The middle notes are violet, pink pepper, jasmine, and cyclamen, which is like a little pink flower. I love this combo, obviously. I love violet. I talk about it all the time. It's just, I think it's the prettiest floral scent ever. And then pink pepper, obviously. I love the spice that pink pepper brings, but I think it always smells girly and feminine. And jasmine. Jasmine is a beautiful floral, so I love all those middle notes in there. And then the base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, amber, cedar, incense, musk, and pine needles. I love the base of this perfume. I definitely get the incense and I definitely get the pine. And I love that like spicy, like sultriness that those two scents bring to this fragrance. And it makes sense to me why it's fresh and spicy. I think this is a beautiful scent. This is one that I would really want in my collection. I think it's really unique. I think it could be a signature scent, and I think it's great for the entire year. And also TOCCA Colette was released in 2010, so it is kind of in the middle of the pack as far as how recent it is. Alright, and the last fragrance I'm going to talk about is Cleopatra. It was released in 2007, so it's one of their earlier scents. To be honest, this one is probably one of my least favorites. And it's not bad at all, it's just not really me. It's a very sweet, fruity floral, which is typically what I tend to stay away from. It's described as an amber floral, but I don't get the amber. It's mainly just like a really, really overpoweringly sweet, fruity floral to me. The top notes are grapefruit, blackcurrant, green notes, and cassis. It's weird because I really like blackcurrant, but I feel like blackcurrant can go either way. Like I either really like it or I really don't like it. And then the the middle notes in here are jasmine, peach, and tuberose. I think it's a little heavy on the tuberose, which is another scent that can tend to annoy me if it's kind of overdone. And then the base is musk, patchouli, amber, and vanilla. I would say I mainly get the grapefruit, the peach, and the tuberose. So I'd say this is probably my least favorite. That is all 8 fragrances. I would say that my favorites were probably Giulietta, Maya, Simone, and Colette. And then below that, I would place Florence and Stella. I like Florence and Stella better than I like Gia. And then at the bottom, I would put Cleopatra. That's my personal preferences. But yeah, overall, I really am so happy with this purchase. You guys should order this. It's on the Sephora website right now. It's a new product. I love these discovery sets because it really lets you explore into the whole range of a fragrance brand. I really recommend these if you're just getting into fragrance. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on the notification bell. If you guys have any suggestions for my channel, just let me know in the comments down below. Let me know which fragrances that you like from TOCCA or which ones you would most like to try out. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.